It's Adam Montiel and Jeremy West broadcasting from the spot at the fair, the Cork Dorks in Mission Square.
This is what happens when you drink beer like a classy person. You play the classical music.
The classics.
Oh, hello, Mr. Peterson. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Mr. Montiel.
It's not very often we get to drink a beverage like this out of a wine glass.
How's the family?
The family is fantastic, as well as the arts. Which
I love your mama.
You know, we got to say, Jeremy and I have become Templeton residents ever since the fair started. We got to thank our friends at Ventu Vineyards for accommodating the Cork Dorks. Really beautiful. I mean, you just go to ventuvineyards.com, click the word lodging, and see, like, I got a 4-bedroom house, the winemaker's loft, the cellar studio. It is really, really something. The grounds, 360 degrees of vineyards and rolling hills. But then, and that's the one thing that seals the deal, is the hospitality.
Yeah, plus their wine is really on point. I mean, they're doing Toby's their winemaker over there.
Wine club member our afternoon. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Like
well, we did a liquid lunch with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You came a wine club member that
afternoon.
Really?
While you guys were hucking it up here, you know.
You went down and tasted and became a wine club member?
We stayed
Dude, high five.
Look at you. What did you think of that Cabernet? Pretty good, huh? And then that Grenache, did you really like that? Really approachable?
And they do shows like Bear Market Riot's going to play there on Friday.
Yeah, they've got a really good
We're going to get out of here, and then we're going to go down
Let
there.
me ask, do you guys share a room?
Yes.
We do. We used to.
Bunk beds. And I'm like, I'm on the
Who's
top
on top?
bunk.
You're on top?
No.
I am not a bottom, and you know that. You know that. But I will tell you, well, there was a day when...
How does she know that?
Well, because she knows me. She knows me and my whatever it is. But no, she... I don't want to get any emails.
You were in rare form today, my friend.
Well, I will say, we used to, in the beginning of Cork Dorks, we would end up doing like shows that maybe Zap in San Francisco, and we didn't have any of the credibility to pull 2 rooms out of a place.
Well, we'd have 2 beds.
We'd
never shared a bed.
We'd get a room.
One would go.
That you'll talk about?
Yeah. No, we'd really get a room. Like, I think the first time we got a room that had like 2 separate. It was a room that had 2 separate rooms.
2 separate rooms, and my bed was a Murphy bed. And so what we'd do is we'd get everybody from Paso that was up there for the weekend, and we'd have them all come over to Hotel Diva where we were at, and we'd put my bed up, and then that would be the room we'd party with.
Yeah.
And then I put the bed up, and I can't even tell you what I found underneath the bed.
Oh my gosh! The first time. What was it?
They looked like ketchup packets, but they weren't full of ketchup. I'll tell you that right now.
That's the way San Francisco rolls.
Some sort of a silicone type liquid. And I'm like, well, I guess, hey, Adam, you want to trade rooms? He's like, I think I'm good.
Yeah, but thankfully, 10 years of this show, we have been able to secure a separate abodes for us to slumber.
We even have our own bathrooms.
Yeah,
actually, we were staying in the owner's house, and it's actually pretty nice.
It was a pretty cool spot.
It's more than we need, but we're very appreciative. And
we brought Chef Mark with us.
That was
to
amazing.
Cook.
Because they had a full kitchen in the winemaker's loft.
Yep.
And Chef Mark went in there.
Because I was worried about getting 30 minutes worth of food up here.
Well, it was funny because Chef Mark had left a little bit of that pork for the tacos that you guys. Tacos are like the best. And I actually, in the kitchen we're in now, we have a little griddle. So I actually made some of those tacos today.
Little carnitas.
Yeah, little carnitas.
I smelled that when I came in. I was like, oh, what is he cooking?
Yeah, it was really
It's like
something.
waking up to a nice lady.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I don't even know how to answer that.
He's always on top.
I was actually coming back from San Luis. I had to run down there, and that happened. We don't wake up together.
Thanks to our friends at Ventu Vineyards for sure.
Yeah, right. Wow. All right, so we got CCB here. We're talking about all the different beers that they're doing. I mean, we started on Monterey Street. We have this custom brew facility, and then we went into making these great beers, won these great awards. We've branched out to Higuera Street, where we have this massive brewery now. Fantastic foods with Chef Mark, who made us those tacos. They're doing pizzas, and we'll get into more of that. We have a great cocktail lounge that is now on the property with Crowbar right next to it. And we got the food truck. I mean, there's just so many things that are happening.
Lots of open space, which was funny how dynamically caged, the outdoor spaces were pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, I don't want to be outside, and now it's like, please, can we be outside?
Everyone wants to be outside.
And even, the city's response to patio dining was always, do you really want that? And now it's like, please, please, please. And it certainly has shifted the Monterey dynamic, to say the least. We went from, the tight cramped, very close, intimate. You were part of the brewery.
Yeah.
And we were pre 9/11, so 9/11 there were some new rules for brewery spacing and things like that,
You were lucky if you could fit 25 people in.
Oh,
Monterey.
lucky.
including the outdoor space.
You'd be lucky.
And you had to be on this side of the door, and you had to take the key to the bathroom.
Oh, so that's right. The key to
the bathroom adventure. So
We have 2 bathrooms inside
inside.
now.
So
we have
we
a
have-
bigger front patio.
we have moved so far.
have an arcade,
We have
pool
an
tables.
arcade.
Well, that's
pool
depending
table
on what
at
side you're
Higuera.
at. But the funny thing about
I'm talking about the new location.
the new location,
Yeah.
but we always had games at the old location. They were just analog. You had Battleship, and
the game was like
It
how
was
to get to the
BC.
bathroom or
They
find
were
the guy that had
BC
the key.
games.
They were the game.
Or it was.
Huck the hubcap that had the key on it. for the
Yes,
bathroom.
exactly.
But even then,
Right.
like in the patio or driveway now, with the movie night, we have people that bring a deck of cards and sit out there and
Right.
hang out. And
What's it like, man? I mean, what's it like to think back where you were and now where you're at? And do you ever take time to sit there and reflect? Have you ever sat in the new brewery and
I have
just looked
sat-
at everything and
yes.
went, "Wow"?
Yeah, I get a lot of reflecting, usually with a wheelbarrow or gloves in my hand. But
George doesn't take time to sit.
True story. Such a true story.
Everybody does though at some point.
I do, and
Maybe it's when everybody went home or before they get
He
there.
might have fallen down,
But we reflect-
and then that's when he was reflecting when he was fallen.
we reflect a lot because we have so many people that have history with the whole brewery process or us. Like, for instance, we're talking about people passing away, which is kind of morbid, but we had ZZ Top. We lost a guy today that I would say an icon of many rock decades.
Oh, sure.
Jeez, I mean, those guys, we were at the fair with them, 2 years
Right.
ago?
Yeah.
So, that's a moment. But we have started relationships at the Monterey Street location that are still going. People that met there, people who, happen to know someone who was there, and they, and
Yeah,
we've
they're
done
family.
We've done
They've
weddings.
become
Now they've got
family.
kids. We had 3 kids there yesterday having tacos that were
Their parents met
conceived
at
at
our
the brewery?
brewery.
Well, they
no, their
weren't conceived.
parents
They
met
weren't
at our
even
brewery.
allegedly. And but it's,
Allegedly.
there's been
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff like that. And then we had, another people that that their date was that began there, and they used to walk by and get a beer on the way home. And one guy interviewed for his first job there. So everybody's got a story, and
Right. We're a part of their
25
history.
years of that. You can 24 years of it. There's lots of people. We're talking grandkids. We're talking people who their kids were 6 or 7 or 3, and now they're drinking.
They're adults.
Part of that
They're-
fabric.
my
That's
dad
so
made
cool.
me sit
crazy.
at this bar, and you guys let us, and oh my God, I love this place. And so it there's so much history there. So when you say reflect, the Monterey lineage is something we're going to have to hold on to no matter where on Monterey we happen to be. And the Higuera one was a different version of a similar process, but with its own personality. And I think what's grown down there specifically, we had a lot more space, but now we've got Crowbar, and we have a distillery component. We've got room for stuff like, cornhole and ping pong and other games and stuff like that. We have room for music. We actually can do music back there and not piss off the neighbors.
Yeah.
And so having a band sitting there on
Lot
a
more
truck,
opportunity.
think of the ZZ Top, 3
Right.
guys on a
It's
truck.
like you went from no
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
You went from
Exactly.
a 400 square foot apartment where you had everybody,
Yeah.
5 roommates.
Yeah, you and
so
five-
now you're
five
in the
family
palace
members and a
yeah, you got a
dog.
5,000 square foot house.
Right, we live in
Yeah.
a mansion.
Yeah, right.
Remember
It's so
the
crazy.
hillbillies? Yeah,
All right, we
so-
got more with the guys from CCB coming up here. We're at the California Mid-State Fair. We're celebrating craft beer today. Central Coast Brew. They're on Monterey and Higuera Street, downtown San Luis Obispo, and we're drinking them right now here at the fair. We got the Cervantes in the glass. I have this T-shirt, by the way. It's great art. We'll
great
get
art.
to more of that coming up here from the fair. Come on by and say hi. It's Jeremy and Adam. We are